Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your daily tarot predictions for Sunday, August the 12th. We are starting with Aries as usual. Let's see what cards come up for you. Thank you for the thumbs ups, guys. I appreciate that. Aries, you guys have the star card showing up. The star card is just telling me that you are feeling very hopeful about some situation in your life on Sunday. This is really a good thing. It's all about keeping the faith. All right, so that's for Aries on Sunday, August the 12th. Next, let's look at Taurus. Tammy Bambi. Hello, hello. Glad to see you in the room. Taurus, your card just, wow, your card just flipped and fell. It's interesting. Different deck, but basically you've got the same card as Aries, except your version is reversed. And this is telling me that you may be finding it a challenge to keep the faith for some situation that you're hoping to reach or to achieve. So you're feeling a little bit, yeah, I'm just going to say it. You're feeling like there's a little bit of a hopeless situation going on. Please be aware, feelings are temporary. Anything can influence a feeling. You get to choose how you feel. So you can choose to feel hopeless or you can choose to feel hopeful. So if you notice that coming in, find a way to change the channel and start looking at something that makes you feel good instead. That's what my advice to you is. Gemini. Looking at you guys for Sunday, August the 12th. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Gemini, you guys got the 3 of arrows, but it's showing up in reverse, so that's a good thing. This just tells me that there's been some kind of situation that really hurt your heart, is emotionally traumatic for you, and you're healing up from it now. So maybe you're having a conversation with the other person or persons who were involved, and you guys are getting on the same page again. Or maybe you're doing your own psychological or spiritual healing without other people being involved. Either way, you are finding some healing for your heart here. Alternatively, for the minority of you, this could be very much a physical, literal card, as in some kind of rehab or recovery from some kind of heart situation, heart surgery, something like that. I do think that's really for the minority of Geminis, obviously. Can't have all the Geminis having a heart surgery at the same time, so definitely the minority. Cancers. Let's look at you guys for Sunday, August the 12th. La da 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 da. La da da da. Cancer, Cancer. Okay, guys, what you got coming up is the 6 of coins. This just talks about things evening out. Generally, for me, when this is right side up, this talks about, there may be a situation where you were putting in more energy, more effort, or more finances, and the other person or persons involved in that situation is starting to step up to the plate and even things out in that way. Okay. Now then, Leos. Let's take a look at you guys. Happy birthday, by the way. It is Leo sun time. Sun sign time. For those of you who would like to get a live reading with me, if you're a Leo, you can schedule it within your sun time, which will be by the 22nd of this month. And I will give you a 25% discount as my way of saying happy birthday. Best way to get the most out of a reading from me is come with a lot of questions. Write down your questions in order of what's most important for you to know first, next most important, and so on down the line. La da 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 da, Leo, Leo. You guys have the Ace of Swords showing up here. To me, this talks about some kind of epiphany or new understanding. Usually this is an epiphany or new understanding that hits you suddenly, like wham. A lot of times it's something like a little kid will say something and you're like, oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. Why didn't I think of that? Sometimes you find this information while you're doing meditation. And sometimes it just hits you. Maybe there's something random being said on a radio station you're listening to or whatever. And all of a sudden, something just clicks for you. Now, this is the kind of thing, too, whenever this card shows up, Leos, that not only does something click for you in one little area of your life, but this is something where puzzle pieces in all kinds of different areas of your life start to fall together once you have this understanding. Okay? So that's for Leos, Leos, Leos. Next, we are on to Virgos. So, let's see what comes up for you guys. This is for Virgos for August the 12th, 2018. J to Moon. Hello, hello. Pleasant evening to you. La da da da. I'm pretty sure you haven't been in my room before. Nice to see you here. How are you doing? Virgos coming right up. Serving up the Virgos. All right. You guys have the Six of Wands in reverse. This is telling me that something that you were hoping to accomplish that not only would benefit yourself, but also other people as well. There's become up some kind of obstacles or some kind of resistance to you guys actually being able to accomplish this. Normally, I don't say this with this card, but it feels like whatever this idea was that you had or whatever you were working on kind of feels like it's getting thrown off to the side. Like, no, don't need that after all. Nope, not doing that. Usually I see this as there's some resistance and you're going to overcome it. I'm not getting that feeling this time. I'm feeling like there's something you were working on that was going to benefit yourself and others. And feels to me, Virgos, like somebody else has said, you know what, don't bother. Don't need that. That's what it feels like to me. And I hope I'm wrong. All right, let's look at Libra for August the 11th. August the 12th, I should say, for Sunday. La da 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 da. Libras, Libras. Well, I'm shuffling for Libras. My website is www.amista.info. INFO. That's where you can find all my information about the services that I have, whether it's a 1-question, 2-question reading or a live reading or a Reiki session. All my contact information is there. Once you figured out what you want, get a hold of me and we'll get you scheduled quickly. Libra's card, this is showing up as the Knight of Bows. This is somebody that you're interacting with. For most of you Libras, this is somebody who is very quick-witted and intelligent. Probably, I won't even say probably. They have a good sense of self-esteem, of what's good and what's not. So they're not arrogant. They're not dealing with low self-esteem issues. They're in a nice, healthy place. They like to have fun. They like to joke around. So, interacting with them could be a really good thing, Libras. Willie Dog's mama. Hey, hey. Glad to see you back, my dear. La da da da. Scorpios. Scorpios. I am fantastic, thank you. It's hotter than freaking Hades around here, but other than that, I'm fine. Laid down, thought I was going to nap for 20 minutes. I slept for, I don't even know, 2 or 3 hours because it was so hot. All right, Scorpios. Right? At least I don't have muggy. I should be happy. Okay, Scorpios, we have the Emperor showing up in reverse. This is interesting that this guy is showing up for us because we haven't seen him around for a while in our tarot draws. I've been very happy about this, actually. But Scorpios, this is my narcissistic card. This is somebody coming in that we're interacting with that is actually pretty narcissistic. So we all know the drill. Trying to storm, that would be nice. That would cool things off. Sagittarius. And Scorpios, I only say we all know the drill because most of the Scorpios that I read for and most of the Scorpios that I know, we've dealt with narcissistic people in our lives. We know how that works out. Best thing you can do is turn around and walk away. If you can't do that, then you better be putting up your psychic self-defense shields because otherwise they're going to give your self-esteem a major tumble. So I'm not really looking forward to that card. Sagittarius, you're up next for August the 12th, Sunday. I see, Willie Dog's mama. Okay, so Sagittarius, you guys have the Eight of Cups showing up in reverse. This just means that there was a situation that was making you feel depleted and empty that you had walked away from. And now you're walking right back into that situation. I hope you have some kind of reason to expect it'll make you feel differently. Either way, good luck. Good luck. Unfortunately, Scorpios tend to draw those people in, mostly because we're pretty empathic. We're like prime targets unless we've gotten ourselves pretty healthy. Capricorn, you're up next for August 12th, Sunday. Right, Willie Dog's mama? Okay, Capricorn. This is Tammy Bambi's card. Capricorn, Sunday, August the 12th. Okay, I think you guys got the same card not that long ago. Somebody did. Maybe it wasn't you. So anyway, Capricorn, you've got the High Priest in reverse. High Priest in reverse is just telling me that somebody's going to be giving you some advice that really is not anything you want to listen to. It's not good advice. They probably won't know that. In most cases, they're not going to know they're giving you bad advice. They probably have very good intentions. They're just misguided. In very rare cases, they'll know that they're giving you bad advice, but I think you'll be able to sniff that out right away. If that's the case. I think for most of you, unless you are getting the major alarm bells that they're doing it on purpose, I would just assume that they really don't know any better. But I also wouldn't do what they say. Just saying. Okay, let's look at Aquarius for Sunday, August the 12th. Aquarius. La-di-di-da-di-da-da-da-da. Okay, you guys have the Four of Vessels. Four of Vessels just tells me you're feeling a little bit restless and like you're not really living up to your full potential. Like you could be doing more. I have this card that comes up a lot for people who are working a job and they're being underutilized and they're feeling frustrated because they could be doing so much more. But this can talk about just in general life. Like you may feel like you're not doing enough and you need to find something more challenging for yourself in life. This can come up for somebody who is not employed and it just wants to be employed and doing something. Or it could be that, maybe your normal charity that you work for or whatever, that they're just kind of down for the season. And so whatever. Anyway, you are restless to be using more of your talents and skills, Aquarius. Good for that, Tammy Bambi. I bet you do feel that way. I can imagine that pretty easily. Let's see what comes up for Pisces for Sunday, August the 12th. You too. Peace out, Tammy Bambi. La da 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 da. Pisces, 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 Pisces. Just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. Just keep swimming. All right. Should have known. You had cards that were trying to jump all over the place, but none of them made it out. And then the card that actually came up on the top is the Five of Clubs, talks about competition. There were a lot of ideas competing to be expressed here in this one little card. All right, so Five of Clubs just means to me that you're in some kind of competitive situation. The fact that it actually came in right side up is a good type of competition. So how I delineate between a good competition and a bad competition is that a good competition is one that at the end of it, you've improved some kind of skill or ability or learned some kind of new skill or ability. A bad competition is one that just kind of breaks you down and ruins your self-esteem. So example, bad competition would be like sibling rivalry that never works out well. Good competition, maybe there's somebody at work. Let's say that you're a salesperson. I used to be a salesperson in a department store. I used to have, there was another guy that worked part-time. I was full-time. He worked part-time, and he worked in an area close to me. We both sold clothing in the men's department, and we would always compete to see who could sell the most. Now that was a nice healthy competition because it kept us both on our toes. We were always hustling, and we were friends. So, you know, it wasn't like one person's self-esteem went down and the other one's, you know, the ego got really boosted. We just had fun with it, and it kept us, you know, it gave us something to think about and a little bit of extra excitement. So that's an example of a good type of competitive situation. Another example of a good type of competitive situation would be a marathon where, you know, you're training, you're getting some, you know, you're getting some endurance and you're adding to some abilities. So anyway, Pisces, you're going to have some kind of positive type of competition going on Sunday. All right, so that covers everybody. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I do appreciate you guys keeping me fresh and on my toes, giving me verifications as I go along the way. Everyone have a fantastic, wonderful rest of your weekend, and I'll see you guys the next time. Peace out.